Wagwan hunting bees. Hello. I thought for a bit of fun, I was going to make a video just on my iPad, nothing particularly special. I'm going to have a play with the Soundlad Liverpool new Scran pedal, and I thought I'd do a little video of it, just for shits and giggles. I'm not a great player. I thought what I'd do is I'd read through the what the knobs do, and as it is on the Soundlad Liverpool website, and then have a little play and a mess about. Don't expect huge amounts in the way of fantastic playing, but I'm a mediocre bedroom guitarist. I'm just going to have a play with it through the amp. So, right, so first up, Soundlad Liverpool pedal, the Scran. It's really grown on me, the design. When he first showed me it, I was like, ugh. And now I love it. It's like nothing else. It is really good. Mark has a really good way of labelling stuff in a way that makes not a lot of sense. This is because he encourages you to use your ears, to turn the knobs until it sounds good. So that's really cool. I think that, you know, use your ears, be the mojo, as he would say. So let's have a read through, and we'll go through the knobs and dials on it, and then we'll have a quick play. So first up, we've got thick. This is all the descriptions off of the turn this around a bit so maybe you can see it. Maybe that's pointless. You can look at my beautiful side of my head. So we got thick, affects the amount of bass going into the circuit. Right up, it will give a chewy fuzz sound that is fantastic on single coils, and when turned right down will give a treble boost response. This style is very useful for removing the wall from a neck pickup for Texas sounds, and the ambient noodling if you are down low and dirty type, tightening up the bottom end. The fuzz sound drops off quickly, it's really just there for fun. Soft uses an old technique called an inductive EQ, favoured by Rupert Neve on his original designs to provide treble presence filtering before the overdrive. All the way to the right will provide snap and sizzle right up to the neck, and all the way over to the left will soften the top end, making the lower strings lower down the neck feel thicker while removing the sizzle on the top notes higher up the neck. The more toast is turned up, the more you will notice what soft is doing. Then we move on to toast. Toast is definitely a gain dial, but it's best not thought of as your typical gain dial. It's useful to think of as Scran in two halves, the top row and the bottom row. The top row is a boost that you can set the low and high end response of, which is then stacked into a finely tuned set of transistors. Toast sets the level of the boost. You may find, for example, with the thick or HP controls right up, you may not actually need to use toast very much at all, and will have a higher gain sound than if thick and HP were down with toast right the way up. This makes it clear as mud. Probably the most confusing dial on this pedal is HP. It is a gain, or is it a gain, or is it a bass boost? Well, actually, it's both. HP provides a thickening to the overall tone. That was the dog in the iPad holder there. HP can be used to add a bit of bottom end to a gritty. Where was I? Thickening to the overall tone by juicing the bass just before the output. HP can be used to add a bit of bottom end grit to a punchy rhythm, warm up a sharp treble boost setting, or used as a solid foundation for lower gain. Earthy drive sounds and guitar icon style rounded lead sounds. HP contributes to the overall gain of the pedal, and so a blend between the top row and HP is where you can do some really fine textural tuning. Cheese. We all like a bit of cheese. Cheese is another confusing one because they're all confusing, Mark. They're all confusing. Cheese is another confusing one because it's simultaneously doing two things. Firstly, it is a treble presence dial that, like the soft control, uses an inductor for a dynamic and natural top end response. Turning the dial all the way up will increase the amount of treble and overall output of the pedal, but you will notice it isn't just doing that. There's something else going on too. Of course there is, it's Soundlad Liverpool. Scran uses transformers as part of its design. On the output of Scran is a transformer that has been specifically selected to match the properties of a guitar pickup, which is itself one half of a transformer. Consequently, your amp, or the next thing in your signal chain, sees a guitar on its input. When you turn cheese, we all like to turn cheese, you are also changing the relationship between the pedal and the next thing in the chain through something called impedance. This response has been finely tuned so that you're able to match the pedal to your amp or optimize it for further processing. So I suppose this is where it comes in, where certain pedals react differently to certain types of humbuckers, certain pickups overall. So you're actually able to fine tune this pedal to your pickups. That's really cool. So Vox users may find somewhere over to the left is preferable, and Marshall users may find somewhere over to the right is preferable. And if it is going into a pedal with a buffer on its input, you may find it just acts as a treble control. Either way, it's pretty useful stuff. It can be subtle effect when played directly into an amp, but if you close your eyes and turn the dial as you let a chord ring out, you will feel it match up nicely. Cool. Beans. Simply put, beans is volume. Give it the beans, la. Hey, calm down. Generally means beans, give it beans, generally means effort, but can also mean to turn it up in the context of music. Technically, every dial on the pedal is a gain dial, so there's too much variability across the settings to call unity at any particular point. But generally, somewhere around 12 will do you well with a fairly hefty wallop after 12 for using Scran as a boost. Does not take batteries. Stop using batteries, you pigs. Right, so there's the overview of what the controls are. So, quick overview, I should have done this bit first. The true vintage overdrive, this is the description of the pedal. A modern circuit designed using old school techniques to create a true vintage, real feeling, immersive overdrive. Perfect for 2000s indie, The Strokes, Libertines, Kings of Leon, Arctic Monkeys, classic rock, and adding a natural overdrive to your palette while retaining the overall tonality and feel of your guitar and amp setup. Rather than plastering on an EQ to mimic vintage tones or using old, out-of-date, exotic material components in hope of inspiring mojo, Scran takes the very best happy accidents and quirks of old construction techniques and uses them to purposefully deliver a true vintage feel and response using modern components in old-school ways. Soundlad Liverpool original design. This is not a clone. Designed, hand-wired and assembled in Liverpool, UK. Discrete Class A game blocks. Custom-made inductors for superior feel and dynamics. UK-made transformers. High-quality SMD and through-hole components. Enclosure drilled, coated and screen printed by Camden Boss UK. Off-board input and output. Lumberg jacks. Off-board DC jack. Off-board true bypass switching. Fully ISO 9001 and ROHS compliant. 6 milliamp current draw, runs on 9 volt centered negative Boss style power supply. That's really cool. Yeah, Scran, widely debated etymology from possible origins in Dutch for food, Skranzen, to other plausible Germanic origins. In Old Norse, Scran means rubbish. In Scotland, the first recorded definition was an 18th century dictionary referring to a bar tab. In Liverpool, it means basic food done exceptionally well, aka proper Scran that lad, kid, proper Scran. So yeah, sweet. So that's it. So let's have a play with the bastard thing. I'm using my number one, my Strat, with Seymour Duncan pickups. I'm just going to be changing in and out from between them all, and yeah. Start again. Clean tone. Okay. So everything pretty much at about 12 o'clock now. I have got a touch of reverb and delay on, so I'll turn those off for the moment. Nice. Okay, cool. So, thick. So that's your bass, and right up it gives that chewy fuzz sound. I quite like that. So let's. So that's right back. So yeah, that really does it. It gives you a kind of bass. I'm going to put that to about 9 o'clock. No, I'm going to put it back up to about 11. Nice. Soft. This is the Inductive EQ messer around her. Okay, so all the way down. Okay. I'm not noticing too much with that at the moment. So it's kind of like a present. So let's try the toast. Let's move up with the toast. Toast is definitely a gain dial. Let's try it with all the gain. Now let's use that soft. Now you can hear what the soft does. Takes off that. So right, turning the thick up with that, and you're going into fuzz territory. So let's turn back the toast, turn back the thick to about 11. Let's give it the beats. Okay, I'm reckoning with a touch of reverb and a little bit of delay, we'll get quite a nice lead sound from that. Yeah, I like that. That's fun. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, I can see myself having a lot of fun with that. So yeah, there's a quick, that's just a quick going over. I could spend ages going through all this. I need to sit down and I need to play it and find my settings and whatnot. But really quickly, really simply, I've just dialed in something which I'm actually pretty pleased with. And as a happy accident, when I started, the Soundlad Hungry Beaver was on. Now you've got this going into the Hungry Beaver, and I had everything at about midway on the Scran. And I'll take a picture of that and add it over so you can see what the settings were on that. But that's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry about the quality of the video, sorry about the length of the video. It was just for fun. I'm the first time putting this on through an amp. I tried it with my Spark very quickly, and I just thought I'd get my initial reactions down in the description as of the website on the video. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope it wasn't too terrible for your ears. I hope you I hope you pick one of these up for yourself and have a ganders, and I'll do another one once I've got some stuff that I'm happy with the sound of playing. Again, not much of a player, need to learn more. So yeah, thanks very much.